this is Nemesis Stars, and in today's video, I'll be basically talking about the new update with The Sims 4. Now, everybody's going to be mad for the most part because the game as we know it was apparently already broken before they released the update, and apparently, from what I've read, with the new update, it's still broken. So, yeah, so I'm going to explain why. Yeah, so basically, here's the version 1.86. So apparently that's the basically new update. So the things they changed was tiny things like adding scars to mermaids and so on. Yeah, not even a fix in the game, unfortunately. They couldn't even bother to do that. I actually read some sites with comments on it, and a couple of people were disappointed and basically said it fixed nothing. Absolutely nothing. So in a way, the game is still broken. Like, one person claimed he couldn't click on the Sims, unfortunately. Well, you know, their own Sims or whatever. Like, it was even more broken than usual. So it means all the issues in, you know, this version, patch thing, everything's would be still broken. So I would basically, recommend no one to play it if you've actually got, like, you know, a couple of DLCs like I have. Yeah, I would recommend don't play it. It'll be broken because I've actually had problems with the Sims. Yeah, so basically I do actually have like DLCs added and stuff like that. So I mean, apparently it's basically going through the update phase at the moment, so yeah, it's just making it a bit slower. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this for a second, and then show which ones I've actually got, so far. Right, so now apparently, I've got around 13 of them, at the moment. So most are actually broken, more than usual and whatever. Now I know the horse one is definitely broken, because that's very broken. If you basically make a horse and whatever, I mean, the amount of times I've, you know, tried to make a horse and it just crashes. There's probably some like it, that, you know, that cause a bunch of crashes. So yeah, again, I have around 13 of these. So I was thinking on getting more, but since the game is in a broken state, I'm not actually gonna buy more until they actually fix the game by, you know, fixing all the problems in the game so that it doesn't crash. Because the amount of issues I've basically had is crashes, and you would not believe how many crashes I've had. Okay, so basically I'm gonna find this. Let's see, where is it? That's not it. I think, no? Yeah, so apparently I do have the error thing somewhere, but I can't remember where. Okay, I think it's here. Right, alright, just gonna have a look for a sec, see how many errors there is altogether. Okay, nah, that's not right. Okay, so that one was, That was on the 1st, yeah, so basically that was in January, it was on the 14th of January. I get an error, basically to do with The Sims, unfortunately. Also that was, apparently that was twice, unfortunately, in one day, which I was fed up. So apparently the first one was around 7:19 on the afternoon. The other one was basically 1 hour after when it occurs, since I was like doing shit. So basically, it has crashed on me. Looks like twice. See if there's any more. Okay, that doesn't really say nothing. Okay, that's just a pie issue. So I'm gonna see if there's any more added to it. Nah, okay, so I think it's just twice, I think, that I've had it. Yeah, I think I've only had it twice. So yeah, if you basically get an error after getting so many DLCs, then yeah, it's broken beyond repair, unfortunately. And I have not actually been on the Sims since then. Since I get really frustrated when it's not fixed. Yeah, so basically the issues The Sims has is it's very, very slow. Like, very slow. Okay, so we're gonna resume that again. Yeah, so, apparently it is a buggy mess, unfortunately. The Sims, I am not, I repeat, not playing it, unfortunately. Well, as of yet, it's still broken. And I'm not gonna take any chances. So apparently a lot of people have actually said on Twitter to them, fix your game. And what do? Nothing. They don't reply and say, oh, we'll work on it. Basically, this is just worse than some other developers that do games. Uh, like they say they're gonna fix it and they don't. You know what I mean? Kind of feels very similar. I mean, this is why the company The Sims AA shouldn't really be working on The Sims as a whole. And the reason for that is, well, they don't seem to care that much. All they care is about new content. That's it. They don't care about anything else. Yeah, so like literally anything, you know what I mean? They only care about launching new content on The Sims. That's it. That's all they care about. So me as a whole, I've been very disappointed in them, for that. So there's actually been a number of bug issues, and such. And as for me, I've basically had a number of instances where I've said shit to them. Well, in report situations. Like certain screenshots and all that. I wonder if I've saved that actually. I can't remember. I don't know if it saves the videos or whatever it had. I guess not. But yeah, basically this happens with most games. You get errors, you get taken off the game, and yada yada yada. Yeah, I think it depends on the game. I mean, some stupid reasons happen, but it's funny though, when I'm on some games, I'm fine. I don't really get kicked off the game, unfortunately. But it could be a Sony issue, because you know Sony is when it comes to kicking you off the game. A pain in the ass. But seriously though, the only reason, originally I actually didn't used to get kicked off The Sims, but because of the new bloody, because of all the bloody issues it has now, with the DLCs added and a bunch of, like, the game breaking. Yeah, that's the reason why I get kicked off the game often, because it's, again, broken beyond repair, unfortunately. Uh, well, I haven't basically tried as of right now, so I don't think I'll ever try as of right now, because it's still broken. Well, yeah, I don't think it's actually worth it, to be honest. But not worth playing at the moment. Well, yeah, I mean, even after the bloody update, it's not worth playing. Yeah, so if you actually haven't got, like, like a lot of DLC and whatever, and you just got the base game, then good for you. That would mean it has less time crashing. But if you purchase the DLCs and whatever, then what I would have to say is pray for a new update that'll fix all the bugs. Because more likely it'll more likely crash. And I've been really frustrated. And such. And I was basically someone said they had issues on PC. Well, a lot of people had PC problems with The Sims as it kept crashing. Unfortunately, people have actually had crash issues on the PC version, so yikes. Some people have probably had issues on the Xbox through the DLCs, I reckon. I mean, I actually haven't heard that much from the Xbox users, but more likely it's always PC and PS4 as of right now. And probably also Fives, because Fives have also had issues with The Sims. Oh my gosh. I think it's about time that, The Sims needs a switch, I think. It needs a new owner to take over the franchise to make it better, because this is just not going anywhere at all. The game is a broken mess. Yeah. This is why I think they should give up and give it to someone up better that'll be able to fix all the broken issues straight away and whatever, before adding new shit. Like every time every time they would add new stuff and whatever, they would tend on putting another update to fix the current issues in the game. Every time they release a patch, they should do that. Really, make sure they fix all the issues. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically there is quality games out there that are broken, and and there's bad developers that I tend to fix their games. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically, like, for example, Minecraft. Minecraft is basically owned by a couple of people, including Microsoft. So Microsoft is very good at fixing their issues on the game, and such. So, applause to them. Now, when it comes to Resident Evil, Capcom are actually good at fixing, issues in their games. They don't seem to get that many issues at all. So another one I'd like to say is, okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is not actually on this list, which is Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and so on. Now, Square Enix is good at fixing their game as well. That means there's not really that many issues. So when it comes to Sonic Frontiers, well, developers learn, unfortunately, because Sega actually does fix their issues. They listen to the fans. Unfortunately, kind of like how Paramount listened to the fans about the Sonic movie. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of similar, really. Also, another thing, Power Wash. Power Wash's blog owner, when they had an issue with certain bugs, they fixed that. Um, when Hogwarts Legacy had a number of bugs, they fixed it, but the only issue they didn't fix was, well, the cloak. When you're wearing cloak, it's just a bit glitchy still. They didn't fix that part yet, but it doesn't really bother me that much. But they still fix stuff. So Dreamlight Valley was another one apparently that had bugs in it, but it does get fixed. Because when they had quest issues, they still fix that. But this game is still a broken mess. Well, it's mostly broken in multiplayer, but it's basically still broken in single player, just not as much. I mean, the car situation, all that. So basically, these two are just kind of similar. Except The Sims is just worse when it comes to bugs. Like, really, really buggy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so hopefully, one day they listen and they fix their bugs. Because if not, a lot of people are just going to complain more and more, and the game's just going to get slower, and yeah. Wouldn't want a lot of people to complain about this. But yeah. I mean, again, if you basically want to know, yeah, well, there's the version of it, unfortunately. Just so you know, what version Sims is. So there you go. So if they make any more Sims content in the future, any Sims would probably be like if they fix the game. So I'll probably make up another video in the future about maybe more stuff that goes on with the Sims in the future, possibly. So probably stay tuned for that. And also, if you have anything to say about The Sims, well, about the whole bloody update shit and whatever, well, feel free to comment. If you basically have, not installed the DLCs or whatever, then you're probably fine, I guess. But usually with every single update with The Sims, there's always an issue. So, I don't know. I don't really know if I'll probably try the new version of The Sims, the new update. I'd probably try it as a tester or something and see what happens, I guess. But we'll see. But yeah, okay, so thanks for watching and stay tuned for future content in the future, and yeah.